Welcome to what is a very different Walk for Life kickoff for us. In fact, if you think about it, tonight we are separated out of a valuing of life. Your life and the dozens of others who are participating this evening. This is a special time to be able to gather and celebrate this year's Walk for Life, whether it's in person or it's going to be virtual. Let me pause and pray, and then I want to tell you more about what we're planning for this year's walk and why it's so important. Father, I thank you for this group that you've assembled this evening, not in person, but virtually. In fact, I think we have more participants than we've ever had before gathered this evening by computer. Thank you for the technology to be able to do this, and we know that our ways aren't your ways. We know that what we were planning to do wasn't your plan, and so we just rest in that. Father, I thank you for the commitment of each and every person who's on this call this evening. We are so thankful for them, for the calling that you've placed on them. Help us all to be able to flex in this season of change, not just about the walk, but personally in our work lives. We love you, Lord. We thank you for this time. May it bring honor and glory to you, and we ask this in your Son's name. Amen. You are with us tonight because of your personal commitment to seeing life valued in our city. This group of church ambassadors are critical to the Walk for Life success. Now, if you have any questions along the way, there's a live chat that you can participate in and ask questions and interact with one another. It could be here on this side of your screen. It could be down here. But whatever it is, we would love to hear from you throughout the event. And know that this entire event will be available via a link afterward. You are the face and voice to help your church engage in the walk, whether that walk ends up being virtual or is able to be in person. This year's theme for the Walk for Life is Life in This City. In fact, there's the shirt right there, Life in This City. And it is only with your support that Life Network can be here, even now, amid the corona, to intervene for the most vulnerable. Life's Network is one of intervention and also prevention. Right now, if you can't tell, lobby of our pregnancy center in Galley, lobby is where occurs every. A story about a woman that we said the name of Maggie, years old, and was sitting in this seat, biggest December life. And this is a moment that happens right here. For balance, like are abortion-minded or determined, very situation, believing that it's her only way is as determined as any that we see. So we invited her to her appointment, then we were able to meet with her to ease her fears. Her time with us, she actually met with staff, her to her baby. While it softened her heart some, she left that day still undecided. And we tried to follow up over the weeks and months ahead, but heard nothing. And unfortunately, all too often, we just assume that the woman has chosen abortion in that situation. But then just last week, among all the coronavirus uncertainty, we heard back from Maggie. And in the background, we could hear Maggie's 1-month-old baby girl. She decided to parent. Ultimately, in her crossroads moment, she chose life. Now, that's not the only crossroads moment that happens in this building. When moms like Maggie choose life, they still face an uphill road in so many ways. The next crossroads is on their parenting journey. The moms and dads we see are often fearful and overwhelmed, and most of them do not have a good parenting role model. They don't know what it looks like to be a parent, let alone a God-honoring parent. But 2 years later, they're transformed and in a completely different place because of their coach. In fact, in the first 2 months this year, we had 13 graduations, including a client by the name I'll call Willa, who through tears at her graduation expressed how grateful she was to her coach. The last piece of what we do is the prevention piece, really that happens on the front end at our work in schools. We're now in 35 schools with Education for a Lifetime, teaching healthy sexuality and what it looks like to engage in relationships in a healthy way. And this past year, we reached more than 6,000 students in and around our city. And as many of you know, as our city faced the issue of suicide and teen mental health, we added a component to that called Who Can Relate. And that's reached another 2,500 students. And in fact, one of the things that we do in the classroom is after that 1 hour presentation, one of our trainers will ask a question, how are you doing, based on today's topic and discussion. And they have 3 options. Number 1, I'm doing good, I'm doing okay. Number 2, I may need to talk to someone, not urgently, but I could talk to somebody. That level 3 option is I need to talk to somebody today. And 4 out of every 100 students we see, basically 1 out of 25, that's 1 student in every classroom on average, need that next level of care. And I'm so excited that we're able to both prevent and intervene in that moment for that student and get them connected to a counselor in their school. Powerful work happening in our schools. Through our prevention, intervention, and transformation model, lives are saved and forever transformed. And the ultimate transformation that happens is when a client makes a decision for Christ, which we see 6 or 7 clients every month on average make that eternal decision. Now let me say just a quick word about our church champion and our top churches this past year. Last year's church champion was Woodman Valley Chapel, but there were so many churches. In fact, the majority of the churches, your churches who participated last year, had their best year ever. Wouldn't it be amazing if in this year of uncertainty, where some churches are still meeting at home and we don't know when that's going to change, if despite that, your church was able to meet or beat what it did last year? That would be amazing. So we are going to offer some more digital tools this year to help make that possible, knowing that we don't know if and when we'll be able to meet in person. But know that even in this season, most fundraising is done online. Last year, more than 70% of the funds were raised online. And this year, it'll be obviously even more. And so we're really encouraged about that, and more than ever, encourage people to give online. I want you to know that what you are doing, what you are leading in your church, will save and transform lives in the year ahead. And with what's happening, let's be honest, we expect a baby boom in the weeks to come. We're going to be able to help more clients in our city, seeing, helping, serving more women, more young men choose life. And it all happens right here in this room. Now I'm going to hand it off to our amazing events coordinator, Alyssa, on our team, who is in one of our appointment rooms right now. That would be the next place that a client like Maggie would go when she was visiting us. And Alyssa will be sharing how we want to equip you in this unique season to successfully spread word in your church, even if it looks a little bit different. Once again, thank you for your willingness to be a champion for life in your city.
Thanks, Rich. Like he said, my name is Alyssa and I'm the events coordinator. I so wish that I could meet all of you in person, but I am very thankful for technology that allows us to meet this way. As he said, I'm in the counseling room, and this is where our clients meet with their client advocate to go over their paperwork. A lot of times this is where they find out that they're pregnant. If they do find out that they're pregnant, this is where our client advocate has the opportunity to go over their options. Unfortunately, a lot of them do believe that abortion is their only option, so this is the opportunity that we have to speak truth and love to them and let them know that we have a lot of resources for them, that they can still choose life for their baby. A lot of times as well, as Rich said, this is where we can preach the gospel to them and show them that not only can they choose life for their baby, but they can choose life for themselves through Christ. Last year we had 72 clients accept Christ as their Savior. Now this year, the Walk for Life could look a little bit different. We're still hoping that we'll see you on June 6th at Memorial Park, but we know that that might not be a possibility. So if that doesn't work out, we are planning on doing a virtual walk for life. What that's going to look like is on June 6th at 9:30 a.m., instead of starting the walk at Memorial Park, we are all going to start the walk in our own neighborhoods. My husband Christian and I are going to leave our apartment and walk 2 miles on a walk for life, and we are hoping that all of you will join us. Because of the uncertainty of these times, we need you now more than ever. So now I'm going to go over a little bit about the ambassador booklet. We have a PDF version that we sent to you, but you will also be able to get a hard copy soon. We're going to talk with you a little bit more about how to pick up your walk materials, but for now I'm just going to highlight a few things that are in this booklet. The first thing is the fundraising timeline. Now, this is going to tell you when to send emails, when to make announcements, and how to set up your table at your church. Again, this is going to look a little different since we don't know when we're going to be back in churches, but Jenna will go over a little more about when to send emails or make announcements for your church. The next thing is going to be some fundraising tips. Now, there's a lot of ways you can make this fun for your church. I know when my dad was a pastor, him and the other pastors would start a friendly competition of which pastor could earn the most money. So something like that. Or you could make a short video just explaining why you walk for life. You could also use a special occasion like a birthday or an anniversary. Instead of asking people for gifts, you can say, please donate to my cause for the Walk for Life. The last thing that you could also do is just team up. Use your small groups or your community groups, anything that you have the opportunity, Bible studies, to come together and fundraise. You could even make it a competition between the Sunday schools at your church to make sure that you guys really get excited about the Walk for Life. Now I'm going to go over some results from last year just so you can see what we were able to do and what we're hoping to do this year. Now, in the printed version of each of your booklets, you're going to have the specific numbers that your church raised last year. And that way you can see it and then beat it so that you guys can know what you're working with this year. But some of the more broad results that we had was last year we had 126 churches that participated in the Walk for Life. We also had 838 sponsored walkers. We had 102 people that raised at least $1,000. And we had 22 teams that raised at least $1,000. Not only that, but 17 of you guys, your churches raised over $5,000. And we raised a total of $420,000 for the Walk for Life. Now this year, we're hoping to beat that. Even on these uncertain times, we believe that we can come together and really meet our goals. So some of our goals for this year are we want to have 1,000 sponsored walkers. We want to have 110 people who raise at least $1,000. We would like to have 25 teams who raise at least $1,000, and we want 20 of your guys' churches to raise over $5,000. Now, our goal last year was to raise $375,000, and this year our goal is to raise $400,000. We can't reach these goals without your help. There are 90 churches represented with you guys being ambassadors, and we can't thank you enough for your desire to help us spread the word of what Life Network is trying to accomplish this year. So right now we're going to switch over to the walk video, which is something that you can share with your churches, whether it's via your live stream or your social media. And then we're going to pass it on to Jenna, and she's going to go more specifically on how you can spread the word and fundraise with our online resources. Thanks so much.
I found Colorado Spring Pregnancy Center, and they told studies provided at Life Network program, and I also had a great coach who helped me. They also provided me with things like clothes and diaper for my baby.
It's the support of community members like you that make these stories possible. You have the opportunity to partner with us in our life-affirming work, serving moms, dads, babies, and students here in Colorado Springs. Join us at the Walk for Life on Saturday, June 6 at Memorial Park. Over 2,000 people will come together for this family-friendly event to raise funds to value life in this city.
When you walk for me and for my beautiful daughter.
Hope you enjoyed that walk video. My name is Jenna. I'm the Marketing and Communications Manager here at Life Network. I'm here in the ultrasound room where this past year 89% of clients chose Life after meeting their baby on this ultrasound screen. Thanks to the fundraising support of ambassadors like you, we were able to perform 654 ultrasounds between our 2 pregnancy centers this past year. You made that possible, and we are so grateful for your vital support, especially now. Since this year looks a little bit different due to social distancing needs and church services going virtual, we want to make sure you have everything you need to communicate to your church and community why you walk and why it's important to you. We encourage you to be creative with this. Already so many people have come up with creative solutions to reach out to those they love at this time, and this is no different. So, your resources. After this kickoff, you're going to be able to receive Walk for Life resources in a number of ways. In the past, that has been primarily through physical printed materials. This is entirely dependent on current social distancing guidelines, whether or not we can get this to you. If you feel you absolutely need physical printed materials, such as printed pledge sheets, display materials, and more, please email Alyssa at agewire@elifenetwork.com, or go ahead and drop in the chat here your name, email, and t-shirt size, and we'll make sure that we find a way to get those materials to you. Now, online resources, those are going to be hugely important right now with everybody staying at home. So everything you need is going to be at walkforlife.com on our resources page. There's going to be an easy download for all kinds of materials from that page. We're going to link to that in the description, and we're also going to show you real quick how to get to that. On the walkforlife.com website, so just wanted to walk you guys through where these online resources are. So if you go to this resources tab up in the main menu here, click into that. Now, if you scroll down, there's quite a few links here just for your use, and you can download a lot of resources here that I'll go into detail on in just a minute. But let me show you real fast these social media images right here. So we'll look at this Valuing Life in This City, which ties into our theme for this year. So you'll notice that automatically goes ahead and downloads it for you. So if you want to go ahead and click into that, that is a zip file that should then go ahead and open in your files. So then if you click into this folder, it will have 2 social media images for you. So that's just one example of a social media graphic that you can then save to your phone or computer and then share to your personal social media. We'll also have a few sample captions there for you. If you wanted to look as well too at where you would need to go to download more pledge sheets, we can go ahead and click here. That opens up a PDF that you can then print just to keep track of any of the pledges that you're getting. So that is just a quick overview of those resources. So feel free to come back to this page throughout your fundraising to look for anything that might be able to help you. And we've got a list of ideas here for you. So just feel free to take a peek here. You can always go to this contact page here that Alyssa and I will both get. So if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out there, or Alyssa and I will also drop our contact information at the end of this video. Hope that was informative for you. Now I'm just going to go over a couple of the best ways to communicate online. First is through your Fundeasy page. We're going to go into more detail on setting this up shortly, but first here's a couple of tips. First of all, you definitely want to personalize your Fundeasy page. Add your own thoughts on why you walk, why it's important to you, photos from previous walks, maybe family photos that illustrate why our mission is important to you. You definitely want to use those social sharing links that are within your Fundeasy page. You can share your Fundeasy page directly to your personal social media to get people involved. Then you'll want to use the send email tool. You can send emails or invite people to your page directly from that Fundeasy page. Next, we want to go over how you might want to be sending emails to people. There's a couple of templates on walkforlife.com that make it so easy for you, so feel free to look at those for inspiration. Think through those potential recipients of those emails. Maybe that's church leaders, church members, your small group, your Bible study, women's ministry, work friends, family members, maybe friends in other states who might still connect with our mission. You never know. Definitely keep those emails short and sweet, but lead with why it's important to you, why you walk. If you need some sample client stories to enter into those emails, go to walkforlife.com. We're going to have a few of those for you as well. Now next, and maybe most importantly during this time, is social media. Facebook and Instagram is going to be so helpful for you just to draw attention to why you're walking. We've got some easy to share graphics on walkforlife.com that explain our mission and how we impact Colorado Springs. And we've also got some sample captions for you. So share those to your personal social media. You can copy and paste those captions or add your personal touch to it. Again, add why you walk, why it's important to you. We encourage you to link to your Fundeasy page. So on Facebook, you can just insert that link directly into your post. On Instagram, you might want to put that link into your bio so that people can click directly into that. I encourage you as well to ask your church leaders if they might be interested in sharing those social media graphics to your church your church social media pages. Look at walkforlife.com for those client stories to share, and keep sharing these throughout your fundraising along with any personal updates you might have. So maybe you want to share that you're halfway to your goal. Maybe your kids are learning about the value of life as you fundraise, or maybe somebody in your community surprised you by their support of the walk. These are all great things to share. Some videos are going to be a really awesome tool for you to share as well. So we've got them on walkforlife.com as well too. They're a great tool for churches, especially during virtual church services right now. So go ahead and look at walkforlife.com for a walk promo video that we just showed you, some longer client testimony videos that we've shown at previous galas, as well as some short announcement videos. You may want as well to take a short video of yourself explaining why the walk is important to you, especially this year. Add it to your social media or your fundraising page. We encourage you to get creative with this as well too. See the ambassador booklet for some ideas to start you off. And if you have any just further ideas that you want to run past us, please feel free to contact either Alyssa or I. We're going to drop our contact info at the end of this right before we go into the live Q&A. And so feel free to reach out to us at any time. I'm happy to answer your questions. Now I'm going to pass it off to Gabby and Gabby in our baby boutique.
Hi, I'm Gabby.
And I'm Gabby, and we are here in the Baby Boutique, where clients that have made a decision to parent their baby can earn baby items that they need by participating in our parenting education program. These young moms and dads can earn everything from cribs and car seats to clothing, diapers, and formula.
And all of these items are new or gently used and are generously provided by friends like you. Everything is earned by our clients by attending their appointments. They meet with their coach and they also do their lessons. And it's so cool that we get to see how they earn items, but also you get to earn items by participating in the Walk for Life. So check this out. You raise $150, you get this awesome t-shirt.
Which all of us are proudly wearing.
We are proudly wearing this shirt. We are so excited, and you get to get this too if you raise $150.
Yes, and at the 500 mark, you get a t-shirt, and you get this portable charger that has our logo on it. Comes with 2 ports for your convenience.
That's awesome. But what do they get if they raise $1,000?
So $1,000, you guys get the t-shirt, the portable charger,
yes,
and this fantastic hoodie zip-up jacket with our logo on the side.
Yes, and we're so excited that you get to represent not only the Walk for Life, but Life Network as a whole. We are so excited to see people out in the city just wearing our merch and declaring that life in the city is going to happen this year. Yes. That's our theme for this year, and we're so excited to represent it that way. But now we're going to go ahead and we're just going to go into detail on how to set up your Fundeasy page so you can start fundraising to earn these items.
Hey everyone, we're going to go ahead and show you how to register. First, you're going to go to walkforlife.com. And then once you're there, there's 2 different options to register. You can go to the top or you can scroll down to the main screen and just click on it. And it'll take you to the Fundeasy page. There, you will click on register. And then you're going to fill in all your information. It'll ask you for whether you want to be a walker or a runner. So we're going to go ahead and just do walker for an example. And then you're going to fill in all your name and gender, what church you go to. That's important so that your church can have the totals from this year's walk so that it can count towards their fundraising goal. And then you're going to add all your address, city, state, and that way we can send you a receipt for any donations that come in, and your email so that they can keep you updated on if people are giving you money or different updates that we might need to send out for the Walk for Life. Then when you click on continue, it'll ask you to create a Fundeasy page. And there you can just create a username and a password. I've already done that, so we're going to go over to mine. And then you'll just log in. And as soon as you log in, it'll show you this video of how to navigate around this site, but I'm going to just highlight a few of the things. If you wanted to edit your homepage, you can click on that and then add a photo. As you can see, I already did that. So I added a photo of myself, and you could add a photo of your family or anything that you'd like to do. You can edit your goal. So for my goal, it's $1,000, but if you wanted to make that higher or lower, you can do that. Then if we scroll down, if you wanted to create a team like we talked about for your church or even just your small group, you can do that here. So you'll say start a team and then enter the information you'd like. And that way people, when they come on, they can add themselves to your team and you guys are all fundraising together. Over here is where you can help spread the word. So you can send out a link to your fundraising page on your Facebook account or other social media platforms. And this just makes it easy for people to see your post on Facebook and link directly to your fundraising page for them to go ahead and donate. Then if you wanted to, if somebody gave you cash at your church or somewhere else, you can record this offline. So then you would just enter the information. Or if you wanted to give for yourself, you can add an online donation where you can enter your credit card information or another way of charging your account. All right, so I think that is mostly everything. If you do have any more questions, again, you can reach out to me or Jenna. Our emails will be listed in the description below, so you can ask us any questions you may need. Thank you all so much for joining us. Make sure you email me so that I can arrange a time to get you these walk supplies. Just let me know what your walk t-shirt size is. These are 50% polyester, 50% cotton, if that helps you to know what size you would need. But we will either drop them off at your church, drop them off at your doorstep, or just arrange a pickup time. So make sure you email me with that information.
Thank you so much for serving as your church's walk ambassador for this year's Walk for Life, as we make sure to value
Life in this city.
Okay, everyone. If y'all could let us know if you can hear us shortly. There's a bit of a lag. Yay, you can hear us. That's good. Okay. You should be seeing us shortly too. Hello. Okay, our video is a bit behind our audio, I believe, but Alyssa and I are here, so we would love to hear, or well, I guess read, what questions you guys have for us. So go ahead and feel free to drop them in the chat, and we'd be happy to answer any questions you may have.
No questions is a good sign, I guess.
We are on a bit of a lag too, so apologies if we don't see your question right away. We will get to it shortly.
So I just saw the question, are all the totals from last year included on the online resources? And I believe so. If not on the online resources, they are in the booklet that we sent out, the PDF version. It says all the church totals and everything. If there's something you don't see that you want to know, you can always email me and I'll give you those numbers.
The big question of the day too is the whether we are actually walking question. And we're not making that call immediately, as we would love to still meet with you all in Memorial Park. So stay tuned with that. You guys will be the first to know if we do make a shift to a virtual walk, as Alyssa mentioned. But yeah, we are hoping that we can gather with you guys and just praying for that eventuality. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment.
Yeah, and Mary, you had asked about what the plan is if there's not a walk. We had said that we were going to do a virtual walk, which means we're all just walking wherever we can. So someone had mentioned in the chat that they might hike a 14er and make that their walk for life. For me and my husband, we'll just go and walk around our neighborhood, but we're all going to do it still on June 6th at 9:30. Hopefully it will be at Memorial Park, but if not, we're just going to walk wherever we can.
So you guys asked the question too as well of the list of walkers from last year, and yes, we will be getting that information to you as well. Alyssa may have more information on that.
So we are working out of the office right now where we have different schedules of who can go in when with all the social distancing and everything. The goal is to be able to go in sometime next week to get those sent out. So hopefully in the next couple weeks you'll receive that.
And the registration page is actually live now too. So we've got that in the description below here. So you can go ahead and click into that to get your Fundeasy page started even tonight if you wanted to. Any other questions? I'm seeing a few pop up.
So a list of the walkers for each individual church is not something that we have sent out yet. But if you want that, Donna, I can definitely get you that information. And that way you can reach out to those specific walkers.
Any other questions, guys? We're happy to help. At the end of this video, we're also going to go ahead and put back up Alyssa's contact info and my contact info. So feel free to reach out to us separately with any other questions that may bubble up between now and as you're fundraising. So feel free to reach out to us then. So we will probably wrap up this Q&A shortly. But we are so grateful for you guys, just for your partnership, and that you have joined us tonight, even virtually. I'm glad we could still make this a thing. So thank you so much.